So while we're here, like, having a conversation on stream, can we talk about my chips?
Yeah, I actually would like to talk about the chips because I had multiple people come into my chat after your stream where you're just blabbering your mouth as you do
Okay, well,
about.
I had something I wanted to add. I was watching a
Oh,
Top
yeah,
Keg.
okay, let's go.
I was watching a Top Keg video the other day in my room, just relaxing, and I saw that you had some interesting logs in another streamer's chat where you were requesting something specific. I believe these logs were not recent, but that means it's just deeply embedded in your mind. You were asking Amaranth for chip eating ASMR. do you deny my allegations?
I mean, I don't deny them, but they also are not reflective of my genuine. I can tell you about those logs if you want.
Okay.
Because they were.
Yeah, let's discuss.
Okay, so I was chilling. Listen, I have people that can back me up. Okay? They might not back me up because maybe they don't want to be under the same bus. But I know at least Connor was there. Connor was there, and maybe Schlatt, and we were just hanging out, and we were like, you know what? Let's just go into some random streamers chat and just post some dumb shit. We were sipping a little bit, so. We ended up in Amaranth's chat, and I thought it would be funny to request chip eating ASMR.
But why chips specifically? Is that because you knew you could steal them from me, so it'd be like cost efficiency?
Yes, I predicted like 5 months ahead of time that you were going to be living in this house, and I knew that you were going to buy chips that I could take from you. I guess I took them, even though you're like, hey, you want chips or something? I don't even remember the scenario. Can you fucking remember the scenario of the chips?
It was just like chip eating ASMR. Like, simply, what's your favorite kind of chips?
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh, that's a good flavor.
Wait, did Cheez-Its count as chips?
They're kind of in the cat. You would probably find them in the same aisle at the grocery store. I like Cheez-Its.
Yeah, Cheez-Its go pretty hard.
I mean, they're probably more like crackers, but I mean, they're very similar.
You're a cracker. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. They're definitely more like crackers than chips. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well. So the chips. So is it a problem that I'm eating the chips? I mean, how can we resolve this?
At first I was kind of like, I like to try to be a good roommate. I was buying extra orange juice for Miz. I was gonna buy extra chips for you. And then I heard that when people were asking you about the chips, you said, fuck Emiru and fuck everything she stands for. Direct quote, by the way. And that made me rethink a little bit. I was like, dang, I was gonna share my chips, even pour some of my own wealth into sharing the chips. And then I was like,
I think that what happened there was maybe a hyperbole. It's not false. It did happen. That is true. There's probably a clip, but it obviously,
Right.
It's not how I truly feel. It's like
Right.
I think it was just I was feeling a certain way, and when you're streaming, you might say things that are just a little bit exaggerated of how you're actually feeling.
Right.
And I understand if you want to lock all your chips away and hide them and never let me see them, because honestly, I probably don't need them. It's probably good for me to not have them.
You don't need them?
But I want them.
Okay, but I was gonna say that makes me feel worse because it's like you didn't need them, but you still took them from me. Someone who needs the chips. That's why I buy them, because I need them.
Is it taken if I walk into the pantry and there's chips and I don't know who they are and I'm just like,
yes,
oh shit.
It is. It is. In what context would that not be taking? Someone else purchased the chips and put them there.
Sometimes we have people just drop chips off. Like Rich sometimes buys chips and then he just leaves.
Okay, but Rich has been gone for like a week.
I didn't know that they weren't. I just assumed they were Rich's because no one else buys anything.
I buy stuff for myself.
I see that. Well, yeah, clearly it's for yourself and for no one else, which is understandable. How do we move forward from this?
I would just like to know, like, do you want me to purchase you a chip stash, or like, we have to come to some kind of compromise? Either my chips are my chips, or I get extra chips so that everyone can share. But I buy a specific amount of groceries because I know how much I'm gonna eat. So you're disrupting my rations. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna have this many Doritos for this many days, and then I go to the pantry, and there's significantly less Doritos. Do you see what I'm saying?
So you plan out your portions of Dorito eating per day for like weeks at a time? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, but that justifies what I'm saying a lot more, so I'm gonna start doing that.
5 Doritos per day should last me about 3.5 weeks, and I fucked it all up. Well, I'll just go ahead and say I apologize. I can admit that I could have asked. I could have been like, "Yo, whose Doritos are these?" I've obviously been a little bit jaded over living with previous roommates, and sometimes stuff gets taken and gets replaced.
And you became what you hated most. Do you realize that? What you just said?
I think that's a bit extreme, but I mean, if you want to pull that out of what I just said, then you can go ahead and do that.
Well, you said previous roommates. You became jaded. So that means someone stole from you in the past, and you became that. Am I false?
You're a robot. Your voice is
you too.
Oh.
Isn't our Austin Fiber?
Is the internet fucked? Is Mrs. Computer just burning again?
You sound fine for me now. Am I still a robot?
Oh, no, there we go.
Oh.
I wouldn't say I became the thing I hated, because the thing that I hate is, no respect. I feel like we have a little bit of respect now at this moment. Perhaps I could maybe buy another bag of chips. And I think moving forward, maybe an extra bag here and there, that would be cool. If you're willing to do that compromise, and maybe I'll cop an extra bag of chips here and there, I think we can live in harmony. And we can put it behind us.
I asked you what your favorite kind of chips are. And this works out perfectly because every time I go to the gas station to get chips, I see both kinds of Doritos, and I'm like, dang, this is really fucking hard. And I usually get the red because it's like the classic, the default, but now I'm gonna get the blue ones because you like the blue ones.
Aww, yes!
Friendship.
Let's go! We're getting Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah, I got you, homie.
Thank you, Emmy. So now can we publicly say that the chip drama is a conclusion, and all the people trying to farm it?
It's drawing to a close, but I mean, this is all just claims. Like, I have to see this, like, words put into action, you know what I'm saying? So there could be a resurgence, potentially.
Right. Right. So the actions being, I may cop a bag of nacho cheese, and then you're copping a bag of Cool Ranch, and then everybody's happy.
Yeah, so we can shake hands. But I'm not going downstairs, it's really far away.
That's fair. It is literally the farthest possible away that you could be. So we'll do the handshake at another point in time, but I am glad that we can finally put this to rest. Like two adults.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked this out instead of acting like nothing was happening.
I mean, I definitely felt the animosity, so I am glad that it's all settled now.
Yeah, it's all good.
I mean, while we're here, is there anything else that?
Okay, now that you say it, no, I'm just kidding.